Hello everyone and welcome to a flight on X-Plane. This is the first flight I'll actually be recording and putting out as a video for you. We are actually going to be doing shared cockpit. I do have a co-pilot over there, I promise he's there. You just can't see him, but we do have Hasso with us, as you can probably see in here. He is setting up the aircraft. We're going to be going from Southampton to Palma today. And I will have timestamps down below, so if you guys want to hop to a specific section, i.e. to takeoff or landing, then you can do that, as we will be doing the full start here and programming the aircraft before the departure. So if you're not really interested in that and you just want to take off, you can do that. So with that all being said, I am going to get over here and start doing all this.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Beaver.
Hello.
Hope everyone is doing fine and will enjoy the stream today with me as the invisible first officer.
There it is. Hopefully they will. Right, the POS in it is done. I'm now going to pull up the flight plan. Get rid of that.
So the passengers are boarding.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm door, stand by for all call.
There we are. Perfect. We will... Thank you. Okay, she should close the door in a minute. There we are. She's closed the door. Excelente. Oh, did she just open it again? Yes, she did. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close the door because that's very loud. There we are. Right. Now that they're all quiet, I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff done. So, we'll request our perf in it.
So, thank you. We have a minute to go for the stall warning tests.
Okay. That is ready. Go ahead and throw that in. Planned fuel is 8.2. Could you provide me the reserves, please?
Yes, 2.3.
Okay, thank you. There we are. Execute that. So that's that one all good. M1 limit. Gonna leave that. Go to takeoff. Flaps will be a flaps 5 departure. No point setting those V-speeds yet because they will change anyways. We're gonna go over here. And the slope is gonna be up 0.1 at 0.19 degrees, as I've memorized that. Runway wind, pretty sure it's variable, but just to make sure, we will go and actually request the local weather.
Do you want the AP1, Captain?
Yes, please. There we are. Go ahead and punch this in there. Even though I memorized that number for the runway slope and heading, I will actually go and get that for you. So the wind is 020 at 1 knot. Okay.
UNH 1023.
Confirm. Should really go back. So I missed gate, which is gate 7. There we are. That's fine. So the wind is going to be 0 to 0 at 1 knot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and show you guys how to calculate the runway slope and heading. It is pretty easy once you learn it, but yeah, it can take a little bit. So we'll hop over here, select the airport in this, the Avi tab, and I highly recommend this, and Navigraph as well. The Navigraph is a paid subscription, but I do recommend it. So,
AP1 on the bus.
Thank you. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go down here to airport, and then you go to airport, airport info. So this is how we calculate the runway slope and heading. So we're taking off from runway 02, which is this direction. And as you can see here, it's an elevation of 31 feet. And the other end is 44. So we're going to be going up 0.1. And it's going to be at a course of 0.9 degrees. So that's what that is showing there. So as you can see, that's what I've put in here. And I got that wind from the request that I made to the ATIS, which provided the info for us. So that's that one all done. We don't need any of that. Let's go through and check all this. That's all good. That's all good. Like I said, we won't put the V-speeds in yet, as they will change once the center of gravity has been worked out. And if we head back over here, go home, airside services should start loading passengers, as we are just waiting for the passengers to board, and then we can actually get out of here.
Yes. So I'm gonna go through the waypoints in the flight plan using the navigation display page that's called map from the EFIS control panel,
Okay.
to see if there are any discrepancies, any issues, or the flight plan is correct.
Okay.
And it seems correct. So we only have the departure and the correction, the arrival to put in. Let's see the flight plan. Say runway 06 left, Lord S1 Romeo arrival.
Okay. Okay, passengers are now.
I will check which transition we'll use.
Okay, we'll get engine start selected to both, just to make sure that's all squared away. The pressurization panel has been set, 370, and a land altitude of 50 feet. Just go up here, make sure this is all good. We need the dual bleed on for the engine start. Set the isolation valve to open. Axe to... Did you configure these? Sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, noticed.
Alright, leave that there. Voice recorder's on. Go. And just head up here. IRS has 1 minute. So I'll hop down here to the FMC. Excellent. Head down here. Are you currently inputting the legs? Yes, you are. Co-pilot's handling that. Excellent. I won't touch any of that. Head over here. That's fine. That's fine. So this all look... Yes, I know. Thank you. Right. Okay. That's all good. I'll go over here to the fix. I'm going to put in Lima Echo Papa Alpha. That's going to be at 5 miles, at 10 miles. Okay,
Mallorca approach.
Right, passengers are nearly done. Okay, so the course is set, 019. That's also set on your side, turn the flight directors on. Make sure the flights run as well. Which they are.
So the flight plan is inserted and correct.
Okay,
We will only have the V-speeds to go.
fun. Okay, that's
No.
good. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and do a TCAS test.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb. 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 Clear of conflict. Descend. 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 Crossing. Descend. Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Okay, TCAS test passed. That is good. Need to send our QNH to... Well, that's not QNH, that's the Barrow over here. 1023. 3, there we go. And just make sure that the middle one is set, which it's not. Set that to 1023. And I'll do the first officer side whilst I'm here. Barrow of 3.
Mine is already done.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
So-
You didn't set the barrow. Yeah. I should set that for you.
The barrow is
31.
negative, not needed. QNH is 1023. That on both sides.
Yep.
We can use the barrow for acceleration height, but it also can stay off its preference.
Okay. Passenger boarding is nearly done. Fuel is done. So we are pretty much good to go. There we are.
Yes, let's see. Do you want to standby ILS set for in case we have to return, or
Affirmative, you can set the ILS.
alrighty?
Head down here. I need to reset the ILS. No, I don't. It's set 110.9. That is set for the arrival into Palma.
So we have if we come back, we'll go for ILS 20.
Okay.
11075 is then course the frequency.
Okay.
The course is 199. I will put it on my side at least.
Yeah.
If we have to turn.
What was that frequency again? Sorry.
This is 110.75.
Okay.
199 is the course. I will put the course also on your side in case we have to return.
Okay. I just set standby frequency on both sides.
Thank you. And the VOR for departure here is Goodwood 114.75.
Confirm.
And that can go with the active. And it will be a straight out departure to EGHI waypoint, the active waypoints.
AFAM.
11475. Cabin ready?
Negative.
475. Okay, we're ready for the cabin.
Cabin is now ready.
Okay, do you want the pre-flight checklist?
Affirmative.
Okay, pre-flight checklist coming up. The pre-flight checklist. Oxygen is tested 100% on my side.
Affirmative.
On navigation, transfer, and display switches are normal and auto. Window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector is auto. Flight instruments on my side. Heading is 289 on the navigation display. QNH is 1023. On your side?
Affirmative. Course on my side is 199. That is not correct. That should be 019 for departure.
It's for the ILS. We use it for if we have to return
Yeah.
to the airports.
So that'll be.
199.
Oh, okay. It was already set.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, fine.
So to finish the pre-flight checklist, park brake is set. Should be set.
Confirm.
It's off. Let me set it for you, Captain.
Thank you.
Engine start lever start cut off. That's the pre-flight checklist. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, the briefing is completed.
Okay.
And it's now time for the latest weather. And then we can start the engines. Latest weather information in Southampton is, we refresh it, so light winds from the northeast, visibility is more than 10 kilometers, clouds broken at 1,500, temperature is 9, 2.81023, that looks good. I will disconnect the ground equipment. Just, I need to confirm we are, yes, we are on the APU. So, disconnecting everything and push back whenever you're ready to connect the talk.
Okay. So, it'll be tail to the north, which is already done. Excellent. We'll accept
Ground
that
to
plan.
cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Right, we'll head over here. We will
Ground
request
to
that
cockpit.
pushback.
Tow is driving up.
Okay, I will put the anti-collision lights on and I will,
Okay.
whenever you're ready, I will begin with the before start checklist.
Okay, before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door.
Closed.
Fuel.
Set.
Checked. What is it? 8.2 tons.
Affirm.
I have left the center pumps on purpose off because below 2.4 we cannot use them for in case the viewers are asking why.
Yep.
Passenger signs, seatbelt signs.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
Are
Ready to connect.
on. Windows locked. MCP.
Set.
We'll do the speeds now.
Okay.
So you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, M1 limit. Okay. So flaps 5. It's going to be a trim of 525. Okay, trim set 5.25 degrees. Confirm.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted.
Confirmed.
Release parking brake.
Parking brake released. Okay, so the V speeds V1 of 133, VR of 134, V2 of 145.
145 is set on the MCP panel.
Confirm. Runway condition is dry.
Heading is set to 019. It will be in heading departure initially, and I'll whenever you're ready, I'll engage LNAV
Confirm.
on departure. Okay, CDU and pre-flight is completed. Rudder and aileron trim are checked 3 and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing is completed, and the execution lights on.
Okay.
So whenever the pushback starts, we can start the engines. When he
Okay.
gives you the okay.
Pushback started.
Okay.
Start 1, please.
Starting engine 1. Do you want me to put the fuel lever in at 25% or will you do it?
I've got it.
Oh, okay.
Fuel coming in.
Checked. Oil pressure.
Is rising. Okay. Positive. Start for engine 1.
Start engine 2.
Copy, starting 2. Okay, N2 of 25, fuel coming in.
Checked.
And pressure is rising.
Operation complete.
Pressure.
parking brake. Disconnecting tow, stand by.
And we have a positive start for engine 2.
I will do the flow for the overhead panel. And I will put the system display for you on so you can do the flight controls check.
Thank you.
And whenever you're ready for the flaps, just let me know and I will put the flaps for you.
Okay. Disconnecting hand signals. I'll do a flight controls check. Forward and back R3. Left and right R3. And then left rudder and right rudder R3. All controls are 3 and correct.
Check.
Tow
You want the
is disconnected and
flaps?
bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, thank you. Hand signal on the right. See you next time. Yes, please. Flaps 5.
Before taxi checklists, generators are on, probe heat is on, anti-ice off, isolation valve is auto, and start switches are continuous. Can you check recall? Recall. Checked. Auto brake is RTO.
Okay.
Side levers, idle detent, and flight controls checked.
There we are. He has showed me the
And we
pin.
can go.
That is all good.
Before taxi checklist completed, and we are ready to go.
Okay.
Right is clear.
Left clear.
Taxi lights going on. Bye bye, Southampton.
Yeah, bye bye.
I will do a quick PA to the passengers.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board on the Beaver Flight 19er. On behalf of the Beaver crew, we are honored to have you on board today. And we assure you Beaver will do an excellent takeoff and an excellent landing. And if he doesn't bother, he will sing a karaoke song for us today on board. So thank you for flying with us today.
There it is. I will not be doing karaoke, just for the record. Don't worry, guys, I won't terrify you all too much. Okay, confirm runway 02.
02 confirmed. Before takeoff, checklist flaps are 5 with a green light, and stabilizer trim is 5.25 units set. I will put the lights on. Lights are on. Weather radar. Yes.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
gave you
backtrack
weather.
down to 0 here so we can get full length.
I have the terrain and you have the weather radar.
Okay,
That's good.
sounds good.
And we are ready to go. Last thing is the timers. Cabin crew, take your seats. V1133, V134, V2145. Ready.
Okay. Chrono start. Alright. 40%. 40% check. It's full toga.
Check. And 1 toga. Thrust is set. V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Autopilot.
Helmet.
Autopilot A engaged.
Command.
Gear to off. And
Ready for flaps 1.
sorry, flaps 1.
Flaps 1 set.
And flaps up, please.
Flaps up I will do by after takeoff flow. Auto brake off and the landing gear is on off. The after takeoff checklist for me. Engine bleeds are on, packs are auto, landing gear is up and off, and flaps up. No lights. After takeoff checklist completed.
Okay.
Oh, that was
The
a good
takeoff
departure.
checklist is fine. 200 nautical miles on top of descent. Metal rate is check.
That will be later on.
And the CDO and the MCP are set. Okay, after takeoff checklist complete.
4,250.
Okay, at 6,000 we go standard pressure.
Affirmative. Heading is matched.
Affirm. And 6,000 standard pressures.
Standard set.
Standard sets. Random
Passing
lights.
6,000.
Random lights off. Okay, let's head down here whilst we are climbing, and I will get all the descent set up. So I need to go and find the final waypoint, which is going to be Charlie Foxtrot 06 Lima at 1900. Charlie Foxtrot 06 Lima / 1900. That'll be the waypoint we'll be aiming for. And we have 622 nautical miles to the top of descent, and that'll be a 1409 zoom. And we'll just have a quick through the legs just to make sure that that's all set and there's no discos. There shouldn't be. And there is not. That's all good. So we are expecting a runway 06 left arrival today into Palma. When we get a bit nearer, we will go ahead and confirm with the ATIS what runway to use for arrivals and departures.
Passing flight level 100. Do you want the passengers sign off?
Yes, please. That's the sign off.
Checked.
Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go ahead and request the weather at the moment for Palma, just so we can have an idea of what's going on. Obviously, it could change by the time we get to descent. Lima Echo, Papa Alpha. Okay, see what we have received. Weather is 060 at 6 knots, so that should be runway 06. Okay. And QNH 1022. A few clouds at 2000. Alrighty, I will see you guys in a little bit once we are a bit further on into the flight. Alrighty, we are back. We are 35 nautical miles to top of descent, so we are going to go ahead and get the before landing checklist done, and obviously the descent checklist as well, so we need to get those all done. Okay, we're pretty much set up actually for the descent. However, I will now go ahead and throw 1900 as the altitude, otherwise it won't descend. So yeah, if you don't know that, in the Zibo and in the 737 in general, if you don't have a lower altitude set, it won't descend. So yeah, you'll just be sat there like, why isn't this descending? And that is exactly why. Tell you what, I'm going to put it at 5,000 now just to see if there's any altitude restrictions. I should probably check that. So we'll go to our every tab, airport, and then it's going to be Lima Echo Alpha. We will search Palma De Mallorca, there we are. Right, so let's see what we've got. Arrival. Let's have a quick check and see what arrival we are actually doing. It is going to be. Have a quick look. We are doing the ILS 06 Left Zulu with the Lorry 1 Romeo arrival. Let's go and find that. Okay, that's not in that list. 1 Papa, not 1 Romeo. Oh, it's there. It's an on-nav approach, that's why. Okay, so what we looking at? That's all good. All looks good. Let's make sure. So max altitude at 250 knots at 7,000. Now I just want to go and have a look and see if there's any altitude restrictions in general. So I'll find the right chart here. There, that's perfect. Loads up. Minimum altitudes. So we are going to be over here. I'll go with 4,000. I was looking for the terrain chart, but although I think you'll find that Palma De Mallorca in general is quite a flat place. There is some mountains. So we'll go with ILS Zulu Romeo is right. Okay. So this is more like it. Move it down so I can actually see it. The localizer is 110.9. I'm pretty sure we've already got that programmed in. Yes, we do. That is all good. Final approach course is gonna be 057.
057.
057 set on the left.
And set on the right.
Okay.
And the final approach point altitude is 1,700.
Affirm, we can go ahead and put that down to 3,000. We're coming in from, it's going to be here. I'll be heading, I believe, 242 degrees. It says we need to remain at 3,000 for an altitude restriction.
Negative, we'll be coming in from Alpha Delta X-ray.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're coming in from the other side. Okay, so we'll need to remain at 5,000 until we reach... What is that? Mike Hotel Alpha. There's an altitude restriction of 5,000.
Just the Alpha Delta X-ray with the minimum height 5,000. Then the glide slope will begin at 5 miles.
Yes, and that'll be a 057 degrees, and after we got past that minimum altitude there, we can go down to 3.6 and then 1.9. So I'll set that down to 5.05. We'll just quickly head over and do the PA, let them know we are descending. And go ahead and put the seatbelt sign back on. There we go. Alrighty, so we are effectively all set now for our arrival into Palma. So we're coming in from Untitled Chapter X-ray. It's good. We'll just go ahead and approach. Okay, so I can see us here. We're there. That's fine. So I can zoom out and see us on here. Okay, we're all the way up there. Technically, this obviously doesn't work in real life because you can't see where you are on a map, but as you can see, we're up here, so we're coming in from the north, and we're going to come down here, and then we're going to have to make some positioning moves, and we'll come in probably like about that, there, and we'll hit that. And once you make that left turn onto final, we should then capture the, although, yeah, it looks like Traffic Global is once again using the opposite runways. It looks like they're using 0624. That's what they're using 24, right. I don't know what those guys are doing. Yeah, Traffic Global seems to get a bit confused sometimes. It will go the complete wrong direction, even though the wind is saying that we should be using 06 left. They'll just decide that they want to use 24 right, and they'll do that at any airport, so don't worry. If they've done that, it's not because you haven't done your homework, it's because the Traffic Global has decided that it just wants to do what it wants to do, and ignore everything else. So with that all being said, for landing briefing, it's going to be done. Put that back onto the map, see where we are, zoom out a bit as well. So yeah, coming in from the north, and we are looking good.
So the send checklist is pressurization is at landing altitude 50 feet.
Affirmative.
And the NTIs will be off.
Affirmative.
Approach briefing and fuel discussed.
Yeah.
And indicated airspeed and altitude box are checked and set. We'll be having a VREF of 136 plus 5. It will give us a final approach speed of 141 knots. Set. And auto brake 3.
Affirmative.
The send checklist completed.
Nice.
We are now inbound Lotus, so we are beginning our arrival, standard terminal arrival, Lotus 1 Romeo arrival.
Yeah.
In southeasterly direction, and after that we'll be beamed the airport to Alpha Delta X-ray Reales. We have some terrain on the left side of the airport that we should be aware of. Do you want the weather radar or the terrain radar for approach and landing?
Weather looks good, so I'll just take terrain.
Okay, then I'll take weather. So we are perfectly on the vertical profile, as we can see on the navigation performance scale.
Hey, firm, and just to recap, transition altitude is 7,500.
Flight level 75 checked, and 163. Fuel is looking good.
Okay. We should shortly be entering our reserve fuel, but we do have plenty of fuel.
At Beaver Air, we always take extra fuel.
Exactly, yeah, we do always take extra. I'm trying to... Oh, hello, that was you. I'm trying to find the original sure that we set the FMC just to check, but okay, so flaps, I think I'll go flaps 40, 131. Wind correction plus 5 knots, so that's 136. Didn't you add an extra 5 knots on top of that?
Yes, we calculated for flaps 30, but if you want to go flaps 40, it's also fine.
Okay.
You're the captain, you're the pilot flying, so your decision.
Okay, well I've put 40 in the FMC, but I may end up holding it flaps 30 anyway, because the plane tends to get a bit floaty at flaps 40 for some reason.
Then we can calculate for flaps 30.
Yeah.
Out of the calculations, it was, let me see, calculated here. 1 for 1 minus 5, so that means
that's 136.
So flaps 30, 136. 30 dash 136 plus 5 will give us 141.
That is affirmative.
And we are planning to vacate at November 4, I believe. Let me see on the airport charts.
Okay, now passing flight level 230. We are bang on our descent profile. Everything's looking good.
Checked. November 3 or November 2, and then we'll make a right turn on
Okay, sounds good to me.
the taxiway to inbound to Echo. Yes, that's. Well, we have a beautiful long runway of 3,200 meters, so
That is correct. Okay, now approaching flight level 210.
correct. Latest weather at Mallorca gives us winds from the east 0705 knots, almost a headwind.
Okay.
The visibility has decreased a little bit, 9 kilometers.
Still well within minimums though.
Absolutely. Few clouds at 1,200 should not be an issue.
Okay.
19 degrees, 18 dew point, and the QNH is 1022. It's set in standby at my side.
Okay, QNH 1022 is set on standby. On my side.
Correct. And no significant change expected.
Affirmative.
So, we look out the front window, you can see the island.
Yeah, that's affirmed. Dead ahead.
So, right turn to Southampton.
I think we should be at 7,000 here, correct?
above 7,000, so we're good as long as the vertical profile is.
Vertical profile is saying it's good. I'm just wondering if we're maybe high, but it should just come back on itself. It should be fine.
Yeah. It's a constraint to be above 7,000, so we're good. Yeah. The vertical profile is perfect. Let's see. We have a small, very small fuel imbalance. A little bit more fuel in the left tank, but it is no problem.
Yeah, 50 kilos.
Yeah, the limit is 450 before we have to start. Yeah, so we're all good. You can see the airport coming on the navigation display.
Affirmative.
Beautiful flying weather.
Yeah, and we're just passing 15,000.
Okay.
Let's see if we need any drag. No, that is all good. We are bang on speed. Well, I do suspect to start overspeeding a little bit. Sometimes it tends to do that, so we should have to put some speed brakes on.
Yeah, the 737 is a very slippy aircraft.
Yeah, definitely.
And, as long as we are at 210 knots, 50 miles, we'll be all. That is the Alpha Delta X-ray. And all will be good. Let me see in the FMC. We go to the legs page. I can change the speed for Alpha Delta X-ray to 210 knots.
Sounds good.
The Alpha will calculate it. Executing. 210 knots, Alpha Delta X-ray, and that gives us a nice and slow approach into the airport. The navigation performance scale is showing us that the vertical profile is below us, but we can see that it is catching it again on the navigation display, so no problem at all.
No, that's all fine. Approaching 13,000.
Yeah.
Okay, I have that terrain inside.
Inside. So the highest peak of the terrain, let me see on the chart. Could be approximately 6,000 feet.
Affirmative, and we're now at just over 12,000.
Right. We are approaching a speed limit point, so the aircraft will be decelerating to 230 knots.
Affirm. Okay, passing 12,000.
Checked.
Okay, speed is coming down.
Yeah, we have a nice little headwind, 7 knots.
And I'll help us slow us down a bit.
The VOR of the airport is identified.
Affirmative. I'm passing 1,000.
Checked.
And once again, our transition for our arrival is 7,500. QNH 1023.
Affirmative, flight level 75. Let's see, 10,500.
And passing 10,000.
Landing lights coming on. Pressurization panel looking good. Can you see the airport on from the left window?
Stand by. Runway is going to be 06 left. That's going to be a elevation of 15 feet. Yeah. Don't see it yet. Affirmative. I've got it just at about 10 o'clock.
Yes, I can see it now inside.
Elevation, changing my barometer to 15 feet. And approaching transition altitude.
I suggest we put the barometer on 309 for the minimums. And we're approaching flight level 75 or...
Okay, 75. Uh, 75,000 default pressure 1023.
Planet pressure, so we are back at altitudes.
Affirmative. Okay, speed is coming down.
Checked. We're looking good.
Okay. So we're just flying over here, and we're gonna over Andrax, and then we're gonna make a turn onto our final for 06 left.
For the people that want to fly the 737, the most important thing during approach arrival is speed management. And if you plan it correctly, 1000 to go, you don't need to use the speed brakes at all, but sometimes you don't have a chance. You don't have a choice and a chance, both. Ready to set the altimeter altitude at MCP window to final approach point?
Affirmative.
Okay, final approach point, let me verify, is 1700. And we are simulating that we are cleared for the approach.
Altitude is set to 1,700.
Correct.
And now we appear to be picking up some speed. I suspect it's going to tell us to start getting drag out in a minute if it doesn't go down. Especially now as the VNAV is dropping speed off even more.
Yes, it's a degreasing. We're going to, it's commanding 210 knots. Decelerating on its own, that's good.
So yeah, as Hasso said there, you always want to try and avoid using speed brakes if possible. But like I said, sometimes you don't have a chance, you've got no choice, you need to use the speed brakes. But the landing gear and flaps do a pretty good job of acting as a natural speed brake anyways. We're approaching 200 knots. We can think about coming out with some flaps.
Yes, when we arrive at Delta 244, we can go to flaps 1 and speed 180 for flaps 5. We have a long final, fortunately, and at 5 miles we'll start on the glide slope. Intercepting the glide slope. looking good. Next constraint is 3,600 above.
Approaching 4,000.
Checked.
And we have our final clearance for approaching to runway 06 left.
Yes, so whenever you're ready, we can go to flaps 1 and 190 speed approximately. 1 speed.
Okay, flaps 1.
Flaps 1, I'll open speed window and put it on flaps 1 speed, 181.
Affirmative.
And the approach checklist, altimeter 1022.
Affirmative. Approach. Altimeter is now 1022 hectopascals.
Approach checklist complete.
Affirm. Checklist complete.
And let's, whenever you're ready, we push the approach button to arm the approach mode for the ILS interception.
Approach arm mode armed.
Yes, you want flap 5?
Flaps 5, please.
Flaps 5.
Glass scope live. Glass slope capture. Approach capture.
Checked. So we are 9 miles.
Affirmative. Passing the Alamo.
Yes. Flaps 5 speed is set.
And
2,500.
2500 airport is inside.
Inside. A lot of boats.
That is correct. On glide path and on correct heading 2,200.
Checked. And the final approach speed is, let's see, 1. Whenever you're ready for gear down, flaps 15, let me know.
Okay, gear down flaps 15, please.
Gear go now. And flaps 15 set. Engine start switches to continuous. And we'll arm the speed brake. Four miles.
1,400.
Checked. Final approach speed set. Whenever you're ready, flaps 30.
Flaps 30, please.
Flaps 30 are set. Landing checklist. The engine start switches are continuous. Speed brake
1,000.
is armed.
1,000 above. Manual controls.
Landing gear is down and flaps 30. Landing checklist complete.
Could you get rid of that warning, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
And we are cleared.
500 above.
Approaching minimums.
Continuing.
400.
Approach F minimum 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed break up.
Speed break up.
$100.
80 knots. Reverse thrust going away.
$60 ground speed. Okay, I will start with my after landing flow. You want the AP on?
AP on, please.
Flare in sight. Taxi light off.
Parking brake on.
And the APU is on the bus. You can turn off the engines.
Okay, thank you. Engines coming down. And engines are off. Beacon can go off now.
Beacon going off after landing flow.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and chocks on. Chocks are set. Alrighty guys, welcome to Palma. I do hope that you did enjoy that flight, of course. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like. And if you are new around here and you want to see more content just like that, then please do consider subscribing. But that is going to be it from me for this flight. And until the next one, take care.